I fill my life, yeah, I share too much. A Norwich girl with 2 sausage dogs. A whole lot of chaos, but I try to live well. Just figuring life out with stories to tell. Welcome to my weekly vlog.
I've peaked in life. Would you believe it? Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope we are well. Today, I am going to be unboxing a couple of things that I recently received from a brand that I have been swooning over for quite some time. Now, in the past, I've unboxed shoes, perfumes, beauty-related products, but you know, as the natural progression and growth of myself and as my interests have changed over the years, right, this particular unboxing excites me to a level that I cannot explain. We are going to be unboxing the new Dremel Blueprint range. Whenever I go to the hardware store, I walk up to the Dremel stand and I'm like this. And baby, it's happening. It's happening today. It's no lie that I love my interiors. I love my DIY. I am fairly new into the DIY world. My confidence is growing. I'm feeling more capable of doing things, but I would still class myself relatively as a beginner, right? Getting better. So the whole point of this range is it's so beginner friendly, and it's good for if you don't have much space in your house for storage. It's good for if you want to have like multiple tools in one, because these tools will do more than one thing. If you're starting your journey of collecting or accumulating DIY stuff, this is a really brilliant place to start because they tick boxes. If you don't have a garage, if you don't have a shed, you rent a property, a minimal space, these tools are fabulous because they're small and compact. So I'm going to show you what I've got. It's so exciting. Like, if you're at that point in life, like me, where this sort of stuff brings you a lot of joy, you're going to really enjoy this. First product, the Dremel Blueprint multi-drill. It's got a 12-volt 3-in-1 driver, right? And so basically, not only does this act as a drill, it's got a built-in stud finder and level with laser. So inside this box, you get the drill. This is the drill. Look at it. Look at this beautiful thing. It's not really heavy, but it feels robust enough that it can do a job. So we have the battery here, which comes out like that, 12 volt. You also get this charger. You get a USB-C charging cable to charge the laser beam level, and you get your set of screwdrivers and your drill bit for drilling holes in walls. Now, this is probably a universal one. That's a pretty standard size. You also get the little putty to stick your level to the wall. We have here the stud finder, which is built in, and you've got these different buttons on the top here. It actually shows you a little diagram in the top on how to use it. So the idea is that you would put it against the wall, you'd press the button, you'd scan it, and it would tell you if there's something there. And that's built in to the drill. It's not even a separate, you don't have to, I've got a separate one currently, it's a little green thing. So good. You'll notice it's got an LED light on the front there as well. Acts as a torch, helps you with the precision. So when you're drilling a hole, screwdriver in, you can see a lot better. Lighting the way. And then we have here, which I think is really cool, the little light. The little level. So in here, you've got this level. So you've got your bubble level on there, standard, but it's got the laser beam, which is, if I press here, I'll turn him on and not look into it. It's a level, it's a light, like you'll be fine because it's for a camera, but it's a line. It's projecting a line. Whoa! And you know why that is useful? So when you're putting up a shelf, if you want to put up a mirror, if you are doing a gallery wall, basically if you're doing anything that requires a straight line or like a level of level, you can stick this with this putty to something, a surface, so you've got your guide on the wall, and that just lives in here, just lives in there. You've got your forward and your back function there as well, so if you're drilling forward, screwing in, or you're unscrewing something, and then you have all your settings on the top there. So you've got your drill setting on the top there, and then you've got all your different screws as well. It's got everything that you could possibly need in one place. So then the next thing that I want to show you is the saw. Oh, this is the Dremel Blueprint portable saw station. And when I say portable, this is what I was talking about, where when you have like a smaller living space with not so much storage or like a garage, this thing like folds up to this size, obviously. So you can have a workstation. You can chuck this under the bed if you wanted to. It's so small. So I'm gonna unbox this and see what this is about. Wow! Ooh. Okay, we're open. Oh my goodness. Portable saw station. Ooh! So we've got another charger here, but I've already got the same. I've already got this one because that came with the drill. So I've got a spare. But this is the saw, and look how cute that is. Who'd have thought that I'd be saying that a saw is cute? So this saw you can cut 4 ways, right? Straight, miter, bevel, and rip, right? It comes with its own blade. It's also a multi-material blade. Oh my God. It has this attachment that moves, and you can angle it as well for if you need to do angled stuff like skirting or making corners. And also, yes, so you've got some precision on how you cut right there. Fantastic. And all of these little screws on the end here, so you can just tighten things and things can stay exactly where you need them to be. Again, with the weight, it's not super heavy, but it still feels robust. In the portable saw station, you also get a little stand, like an extension stand if you need to lean something on it. We have a couple of these clamps, very, very important to clamp your material down. We've got an edge guide, also very, very important for the precision. Ooh, oh my God, it just never ends. A dust port adapter, you know, cutting wood. Want to hoover that up. We don't want it going everywhere. We have a bevel riser, and then we basically fold it out like this to create the ultimate compact workstation. Oh my God. I can angle everything I want. Oh, this fits on there. We can lock. Why did I not have this last year? What I was doing in here. So then that's stuck on there. Oh my God, look at this. That ain't moving. That is not moving. Oh, the possibilities are bloody endless. I needed this for the skirting. The skirting was the bane of my life because I just couldn't get the angle. This is incredible. Oh, it clicks. So this is the unboxing of all unboxing. I'm gonna crack on. I'm gonna put these to the test out in the wild, what they're actually like. Better crack on. I need to sort these shelves out first. So I think what I'm gonna do is I need to cut it to size, and then I need to varnish it. So the shelf that I want to create is to go above this mirror. I'd always pictured a shelf up there for decorative purposes, like plants, maybe some photos, I don't know, you know. And then here would be like, I was either going to do a big print here, or like I think 2 cowboy hats would look quite cool in that space. I don't want it to be a very deep shelf. Like I just basically kind of want it to just come no further out than the depth of the mirror, like 14 centimeters. So more like a picture shelf. I think ideally it would be like this, like 150. I have got some wood in the garage, but I think that might be that's basically the same stuff that I use downstairs. I think that might be too big. So I think actually we might need to go buy some wood to make this shelf and potentially some new brackets. I have got some brackets in the garage. I don't know if they'll be too big. We might need to go and have a look. Come on! So obviously the first thing that I'm gonna do when I come here is look at the plants. Because, you know, I need to know how I'm going to accessorize my shelf. Pleased to meet you. I already have varnish, so that's fine. Got lots of varnish and paint. Let's go to the yard. Wood. I feel like this is going to be sufficient. It's 14 mil. No, 144. It's not too thick. Just make a nice little floaty shelf, innit? You can get this one, just the one. Come on, friend. I can make a few shelves if I wanted. Got enough here. Anyone want a shelf? I'll make you one. So I've got my bit of wood. I also picked up some gold spray and 2 brackets. To use my time efficiently, I'm going to spray these first gold. Then I'm going to cut the wood to size. I'm going to sand the wood, and then I'm going to varnish the wood. And all of this can be done this evening. Varnish can do its thing, dry, and then tomorrow I can put up the shelf. Operation Shelf is underway. I don't have any gold this size, so I'm making it gold by painting it. They did also have black ones, but I didn't know if that was going to be a bit too harsh on the colouring. I know that my mirror is black, but I wanted this to be a bit softer because it's a shelf and because it's going to be like housing some plants, and I want it to look quite... So I'll leave that there. Did I even speak? Leave that there to dry. The brackets can now dry. So I want to basically cut the end of my wood. I'm going to actually get my tape measure. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? We said about 150, didn't we? 150 is approximately what's here. I'm going to use this attachment. It's very handy. Roughly, it doesn't have to be bang on. It doesn't have to be bang on. I'm just going to draw a line. Straight, lovely and straight. And then I'm going to want to cut there. Oh, there. So what I'm going to do is pop it in here. Right, the clamps go in here. Oh my God, this is so clever. Oh my God, I just love that. I have got this as well, so I can pop this up this end just to hold it up a bit, so we've got a little bit more support. And one this side also just slots in at the end. That. What is also a really cool feature on here is this actually also has a laser, so that will also tell you where it's cutting. So I'm just going to slot him in. So I turn my laser beam on, and you can see, you just press this button on the top here, and that'll turn your laser beam on. So I can line it up exactly where I need it to be. So I can just shimmy this down ever so slightly, so it's bang on. Make sure it's dead straight. That's it. Tighten that up. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. And then have possibly the coolest protective goggles ever. Here we go. I love how everything just slots nicely together. Oh my God. Fantastic. Fantastic. Just like that. Cut it. This laser on the top is probably my favourite feature, to be fair, because honestly, when I've cut with saws before, it's always been a guessing game as to where the blade's actually going to hit. I put a nodule in it, like, please go in that nodule. But that laser beam, probably my favourite feature. And also the fact that everything is locked in. So easy to it's just, what's the word? Accurate. It's accurate. Right, that's cut. We cut it, we used it, baby. Undo these. And now I want to give this a little sand in just before I varnish it. I want to sort of soften the edge a little bit, just so it's not as... Also, it just helps the varnish to stick in if it's a little light sanding. So I've just got my electric sander. Oh, mask. I'm just using this. That's what I used on my shelves in there. Well, it won't work on here. I'm gonna get a couple of layers on before I hang it, just because it'll sink into the wood. Beautiful. Good morning. We have a varnished shelf here, 2 coats, looking fabulous. Just to show you a before and after. This was pre-varnish, after varnish, beautiful stuff. Right, so we want to now, the brackets on this. That's the front, that's the back, that's the front, that's the back. And to do that, oh, this protein tastes horrible. So I want to figure out how, like where I want the brackets to be. It's not going to be a particularly heavy shelf. Like there's not going to be much weight on it. It's for decoration. It doesn't really need like a huge amount of support, but I kind of want them to just sort of, you know, fairly, you know, like that. I think what I'm going to do is figure out where I want the holes to be and measure. So if I maybe if I do it like this is how I do it. put a dot next to where the screw needs to go there. It will need to go there. So that's in line of each other. Now with the Dremel, I'm going to be using this Phillips end. Just chuck him in like that. So I'm just going to basically make on my dots some little guide holes. Push in the forward facing arrow and it goes in. I just do that. Press the back arrow and we're out. I'm just gonna pop them in. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure where the shelf ends to where that screw is, so I know where to put my guide next time. So that's 31, and I'm gonna do it at this end. We have a shelf! We have a shelf! Now this is probably the part that I'm most excited about because I get to use the laser beam. What I need to do is essentially measure the distance between the two bracket holes on the back, and then I need to basically put a line where they need to sit. I think what I might actually do, put a hole, because that's the top one there, that's going to use my guide. So I'm going to put a hole next to it to sit my laser level on. And then once I've got the measurement between those two, I can then, between this dot and that dot, put my other guide. Yeah. So the dot in line where I want to do my hole, you're going to go there. So we've got the bubbles here. And then this is bloody magic. So you can see the bubble there. That means it's straight. So I just need to lower it so it goes through the black. Is that straight? To me that looks straight. Oh, that'll be all right. 87 and a half. Gonna take my Dremel. Gonna quick release the top, my old screw. Gonna put my drill bit in. Change its setting. I'm just gonna drill these holes in. Chuck a wall plug in. Look at that light. Wall plug. Now, usually I would say that this is a two-man job. Because this shelf is so light and I'm hench, I'll be right. If you don't mind me saying so myself. So I'm just gonna put this back on the screwdriver setting. Line them up with... It is level. I've put the level on it. He's level. So I've also got these hooks that I want to put on the wall. So I basically wanted one like here, one there, and like one there. Hat over my hand. Okay, so like there. Just want to. Okay, so like there. Guide. And then we're gonna get my laser and just, you know, make sure that they line up. This is actually also really great for hanging pictures. Yeah. Just clip him on here. One. Come on. There we go. There we go. I'm pretty proud of that. So I just need to actually get some bits to decorate the top. I still might put a print here, but that is how you put up a shelf, baby. So, a few days have passed. I have bought some plants, sourced my art, well, found it. Hang on, she thinks I'm talking to her. What are we doing? Hey? What's wrong? Oh, okay. Is this what we're doing? And Operation Shelf is complete. Here we have it. We've got my plants up there. This one I already had. Then we've got these two new additions. Maybe I'll put a picture frame, like an actual photograph, either side of that lemon for some symmetry. I've also put up my prints and a little sacred heart. The cowboy hats are up. But I'm so chuffed with this little corner, which is now complete of the dressing room. I love that. Do you like it, doggy? I've got this print from my tattoo artist, Georgina. This one was in my bedroom, but I wanted it in here. And yeah, I'm really happy with this whole look, this vibe. I feel like the room is now fully completed. Obviously made possible by the Dremel Blueprint range. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for stopping by, and I shall see you soon. Farewell.